What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Sombra, the character we all know and love. I kind of decided within the past few days I should kind of stop with the Sombra content, but as try as I must, or as try as I did, I couldn't. Especially because she's a very hot topic right now. People want to watch Sombra related stuff, and I want to talk about Sombra related stuff. I actually want to talk about Sombra related stuff for the past few days actually, but I've kind of held myself back. I don't want my channel to be into a fucking Sombra channel, so let's kind of dive down with that. And today we're going to be talking about Sombra. So Sombra had no shortage of OP videos talking about her being OP videos on YouTube, especially with Muselk, the big guy that does Overwatch, the Unit Loss of the world, and the Lone Hawks of the world made videos talking about how she's OP and pretty much just discussing that topic. Muselk even outright saying she is literally broken, which is so stupid. Definitely don't get me wrong, I have nothing against these YouTubers, especially because I like their content, most of it. I don't watch Muselk, but Lone Hawk has some decent content, I guess. But I want to say that this is purely speculation what they did on their part, and purely just something they did just to get views and get money. Now if they admitted to this and they said this was speculation, this was purely just me talking why I think this is it will be okay, but it's stupid. Anyways, this is not a drama video, but I just want to point out that a lot of people have been talking about how Sombra was OP and how she was this, that, and it's not true. The few arguments I have against her, we shall start with her shift. Her shift is an ability that goes in, it's pretty much like Reaper's, but she goes invisible. Not invincible, it lasts a little longer, and she's a little bit faster. Kind of like an improvement, but not an improvement, because invincible is way better than invisible. Let's be honest here. Invisible kind of likes you flying behind them, but invincible kind of, makes you invincible. So basically, I think that her beginning animation of her just, shifting her hand from the left to the right is a bit too long. If you kind of shorten that, it'll be okay, but also if we just kind of made it better, maybe last a little bit longer, or kind of tweak it here and there just to make it a little bit better, and kind of not make it like just a better version of Reaper, make it her own fucking ability, not copy and paste Reaper's ability. That would be pretty much just the way to fix that, though I don't think that's the main argument I have against her. I will get to that. Like, the last point will be my main argument against Sombra. Her Translocator is definitely a huge part of her kit, especially because it allows her to be mobile as she is. Also, I think it's the best part of her kit because it's not actually bad. I don't have any criticism against the Translocator. It can't be destroyed. If people see it, they can camp there, but let's be honest, those people will always exist whether you do just kind of invisible Translocators or not, because people are gonna camp no matter what. Also, no one can hack it, no one can touch it, so that's one of the big pluses. So I don't have any criticism against the Translocator. What I do have criticism against is her right click, or rather her hack ability, which allows her to hack into any enemy, into most ults, and also just overall be a badass because she's hacking people. One of the main criticism against that is while she's hacking people, it lasts for 1 second. She's also very vulnerable, which is expected because she's hacking people, but because she's vulnerable, people shoot her and kind of cancel that, which is so bullshit, because I think a lot of people will agree that because most characters, when using their abilities to do something to other characters, are not interrupted when they are shot, why should Sombra be interrupted when she is shot? I definitely think they should change this, and there's like a big opportunity to just improve her huge, and just to improve her because she won't be interrupted when she's hacking someone if they shoot her. I think that's like a big disadvantage to her. Her ultimate, I also like the Translocator. It's decent. I don't have any criticism against it. I think it's a good ult, especially coupled with her shift. It's a very good ult. I think it could be used in a number of ways to disable enemies if they're attacking you and stuff like that. So definitely no huge criticism against it. So yeah, on to my main criticism against Sombra. That's her damage output, that's her DPS, that's her gun. That's pretty much relating to this whole thing. Now, not to jumble this into just generalization, I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Pretty much Sombra has a gun that does very little damage. Now that's not a big deal because it has a fast fire rate, also has a lot of clips in her magazine. Now, saying that would be like saying Diva because she has infinite ammo, she is very, very good. That's not actually true. If you really think about it, people are comparing her gun to two of Tracer's guns. That's totally not true. Tracer's guns do a lot more damage. Also, one thing Sombra is very bad at, or her gun is bad at, or it's just a bad gun because it's bad because the drop-off range is abysmal. Drop-off range is the range where your bullet damage drops off. So at, let's say, 1 meter, when someone's close to you, you basically do the most amount of damage you could do. After like 8 meters, you do less damage. So her drop-off damage is abysmal, and I just really don't like it, and I think they should just, kind of make it a little bit more longer. Also, her hipfire spread is wider than the Grand Canyon. I'm also sure wider than some hookers on Friday night, but that's besides the point. They could fix that a little just by tightening it up a little bit. Also, one thing they could do is make her gun burst fire. Fucking make it shoot 3 bullets at a time, stop 3 bullets at a time. That would be huge, and that would be so awesome to have on Sombra because, it would just improve her gun at a range because it would not have as much recoil as it does right now. It would not have, a wide of hipfire spread. It would be just more accurate, and I definitely think it suits her character. So doing that to her gun would be a huge thing. So that's kind of my main criticism against her and how to improve, all of that stuff. I think I went over most of her abilities and most of the stuff she does and why she's an OP. Hopefully you guys do understand why she isn't, and yeah, hopefully you guys don't just dislike it because I called your favorite character the new character in Overwatch, not an OP, and I criticized her. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. If you didn't, make sure to dislike on it, but I will see you guys later, and peace.